Hello, welcome back to King English Podcast.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here.
I am Jess.
And I'm Mike. We help you practice real, everyday English.
Please, if you like our videos, help us out. Click the subscribe button and like this video.
Today, we are going to talk about a very common topic. Let's get started.
1, purl. 2, knit. Oh, darn it. I dropped a stitch.
Mike,
What are you doing?
we are introducing the habits episode. Why are you holding 2 sticks and a ball of wool? Oh,
Sorry, Jess, I wasn't listening. I am trying to finish this scarf. It is for my cat, Buster. He gets cold in the winter.
you are knitting a scarf for your cat? That is not a habit, Mike. That is a hobby.
Actually, I don't want to talk about boring habits today. I want to talk about fun things.
Yeah.
I want to talk about hobbies.
Oh, fantastic idea. Today, we are starting our masterclass on talking about your hobbies in English.
Yes.
Finally! I have so many hobbies to talk about. Knitting is just the newest one.
What is the difference between a hobby and a habit?
Mhm.
Because we were confused a minute ago.
A habit is something you do automatically,
Mm-hmm.
like brushing your teeth
Mm.
or checking your phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a hobby is something you do actively because you want to.
Yeah.
It is how you spend your leisure time.
Yeah.
And
Leisure.
Leisure time.
That is a fancy word for free time.
so, Mike, knitting is your new hobby. How do we talk about liking things?
We need to review the grammar quickly.
We use the verbs like, love, and enjoy.
And usually we follow them with the nächstes ing form of the verb.
Yeah.
This is called the gerund.
Mhm.
So I say, I like knitting,
Mm-hmm.
or I enjoy playing the guitar.
Mm-hmm. But I enjoy to knit is wrong.
Yeah.
After enjoy, you must use ing.
Mhm.
I enjoy knitting.
That is a very important rule. Listeners, remember, enjoy plus -ing.
Now, let's explore different categories of hobbies. Let's start with creative hobbies.
Like my scarf. Like woolen.
Knitting is creative.
Us.
Yes.
Knitting, sewing, and crocheting are all fiber arts.
Mhm.
But what about visual arts?
Well, I used to try.
Drawing. Using a pencil or a pen? What did you draw, Mike?
I drew stick figures. I am not a good artist.
Well, practice makes perfect. If you use paint, it is called painting.
I like painting. You can use watercolors or oil paints.
And if you use a camera?
That is photography. Photography. Wait, that spelling is wrong. Photo. Photography.
I am interested in photography. That is another great phrase. To be interested in.
I am interested in taking photos of nature. Or, I am into photography. Remember from our feelings episode? I am into something means I like it.
Yes. Now, what about making food? Is that a hobby?
Definitely. Cooking and baking are huge hobbies. Cooking usually means making meals like dinner. Baking means making bread, cakes, or cookies in the oven.
Jess, do you bake?
I love baking. It is very relaxing. I make banana bread every Sunday. It makes the house smell amazing.
See, that is a hobby. You do it for pleasure, not just to eat.
Exactly. Another creative hobby is writing. Some people write stories, poems, or keep a journal.
Or they blog. Blogging is writing online. I have a travel blog.
Now, Mike, let's talk about collecting. This is a very popular type of hobby. Ah, yes. collecting things. When I was a boy, I collected stamps.
Stamp collecting, that is a classic. People also collect coins.
Or comic books. My friend Steve has 500 comic books. He keeps them in special plastic bags. He is obsessed.
Some people collect antiques, old furniture or objects.
Or vinyl records for music.
Collecting is fun because you're always looking for the next piece. It's like a treasure hunt.
True. Now, let's learn how to ask someone about their hobbies. You shouldn't just ask, "What is your hobby?" It sounds a bit formal, like a job interview.
Really? So what should I say?
You can say, "What do you do for fun?" That is very natural.
Or, what do you do in your free time?
Or, do you have any interests outside of work?
I like that one. It sounds professional, but friendly.
Let's practice a dialogue, Mike. I will be a new friend.
Okay. Hi, Jess. It is good to see you outside of the office. What do you do for fun?
Well, lately I have been getting into pottery.
Pottery. Pottery. Making bowls and cups from clay?
Yes, I go to a studio every Saturday. It is very messy, but very satisfying. What about you, Mike? Do you have any hobbies?
I do. Actually, I'm really into music. I play the guitar.
The guitar. That's cool. How long have you been playing?
For about 5 years. I'm not a professional, but I enjoy playing songs for my friends.
That sounds lovely. We should start a band. I can play the drums badly.
A bad drummer and an average guitar player will be famous.
That was a great conversation, Mike. We used the phrases, "What do you do for fun?" "I have been getting into," and "I enjoy playing."
Also, notice we use the article the with instruments. I play the guitar. She plays the piano.
Good catch. But for sports, we do not use the. I play football, not I play the football.
That is a very common mistake. Listeners, remember, play plus the instrument, play plus know the sport.
We will talk more about sports in part 2. But for now, let's stick to creative and relaxing hobbies. What about reading?
Reading is the best hobby. It's cheap and you can do it anywhere.
Do you prefer fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction. Made-up stories. I like mystery novels. I like to guess who the bad guy is.
I prefer nonfiction. True stories, biographies, or history books. I like to learn facts.
See, even within one hobby, there are many choices.
What about DIY?
DIY. It stands for do it yourself. This is when you make or repair things in your house without paying a professional, like building a bookshelf or painting a room.
My dad loves DIY. He's always in the garage fixing something. I am terrible at it. If I try to fix a shelf, the wall falls down.
So DIY is not your cup of tea. Part 3, feeling vocab.
No. I prefer gardening.
Gardening. Growing plants. That is a wonderful hobby. It is very peaceful.
Yes, I grow tomatoes and peppers on my balcony. It's satisfying to eat food you grew yourself.
We call that having a green thumb.
He has a green thumb. That implies he's good at gardening. I think I have a yellow thumb because my plants sometimes die.
Keep practicing, Mike. So we have covered a lot of indoor and creative hobbies today.
Let's review the list. Knitting, painting, photography, cooking, baking, writing, blogging.
Collecting stamps or coins, pottery, playing musical instruments, remember the, reading, DIY.
And gardening.
That's a huge list. Listeners, you definitely do at least one of these.
And we learned the grammar enjoy plus ing, interested in, into, and the difference between habit and hobby.
Jess, this was a fun start. But what if I'm energetic? What if I like to move my body?
Then you will love Part 2. In Part 2, we are going to talk about active hobbies, sports, and outdoor activities.
Hiking, swimming, football, gym, I'm ready to sweat.
And we will also learn how to talk about teams and winning and losing.
That sounds exciting. I'm competitive.
Listeners, before we go, we have a question of the day.
Yes, please tell us in the comments, what is your favorite creative hobby? Do you like to make things?
Write your answer below. I enjoy painting, or I am into cooking. We want to know.
Thank you for joining us for part 1. Now I have to go back to my knitting. Buster needs his scarf.
Good luck, Mike. See you in Part 2.
Bye, everyone.
Huffs. Puffs. Wait. Jess? I can't breathe.
Mike, why are you out of breath? Are you okay? Did you run here?
Yes, I was late again. I ran all the way from the bus stop. I think I broke a world record. Whew.
Well, you are certainly active today. That running is not a habit, Mike. That is a workout. And it's perfect because today we aren't talking about boring habits. We are continuing our series on hobbies.
I am ready. Let's get moving. I love sports. But Jess, I always get confused about which verb to use. Do I play yoga? Do I go football?
That is the most common mistake. We have 3 main verbs for sports: play, go, and do. Let's break them down.
Okay, let's start with play. When do we use it?
We use play for team sports or sports played with a ball.
So I play football. I play basketball. I play tennis.
Correct. And remember from part 1, no the, just I play tennis.
What about go?
We use go for activities that end in ing. Usually, these are activities you can do alone or outside.
So I go swimming. I go running. I go fishing.
Exactly. I go skiing in the winter.
And finally, do.
We use do for individual activities, martial arts, or exercises that don't need a ball.
So I do yoga. I do karate. I do gymnastics.
Perfect. Let's test you, Mike. Golf.
It has a ball, so I play golf.
Correct. Hiking.
It ends in ing, so I go hiking.
Judo.
It's a martial art, so I do judo. I think I've got it.
You are a grammar champion. Now, let's talk about where we do these things, the venue. Part 1, picnic vocab.
Okay, where do we play football?
On a pitch, UK, or a field, US, the football pitch.
And tennis.
On a court, a tennis court. We also use court for basketball, a basketball court.
What about swimming?
In a pool, or if you are outside, maybe a lake or the sea.
And golf?
On a course, a golf course.
Jess, I prefer the gym. What do we do there?
At the gym, we work out. That is a phrasal verb meaning to exercise. I work out 3 times a week.
We can also say lift weights if we want big muscles.
Or we can say, do cardio if we want a strong heart. Running on the treadmill is cardio.
Treadmill. That machine you run on, but go nowhere. I hate the treadmill.
It is boring but effective. Now, let's talk about outdoor activities. These are hobbies you do in nature.
Hiking is very popular. Walking up mountains.
Yes, you need good hiking boots and maybe a backpack.
What about sleeping outside?
That is camping. We go camping every summer. You sleep in a tent.
We talked about tents in the feelings episode when I was terrified of the rabbit.
Yes. Hopefully, your next camping trip is more relaxing. Another outdoor hobby is cycling.
Cycling. Riding a bike. I go cycling on the weekends.
Now, Mike, are you a competitive person?
Competitive. That means I like to win. Yes, I am very competitive. I hate losing.
Then you probably like to enter tournaments or matches.
A match or a game. We won the football match.
And what do you call the people you play with?
My teammates. And the people we play against are our opponents.
And the person who tells you what to do?
The coach or the trainer.
If you play just for fun, not to win, we say you play for fun or socially.
I play tennis socially. That means I am not trying to be Roger Federer.
Let's talk about watching sports. Are you a fan?
Yes, I am a huge fan of Manchester United. Or I support the Lakers.
We can also say, I root for. I root for the home team.
Jess, do you have any active hobbies?
I do. I really enjoy yoga.
Yoga. So you say, I do yoga. Is it hard?
It can be. It requires flexibility, bending easily, and balance. It is very good for stress relief.
I am not flexible at all. If I try to touch my toes, I groan like an old man.
You should try Pilates. It makes your core strong.
Maybe. I prefer team sports. I like the social side. I used to play rugby in college.
Rugby. That is a tough sport. Did you get hurt?
Sometimes. I got a few bruises, but it was worth it for the camaraderie.
Camaraderie. Camaradery. That is a beautiful word. It means friendship and trust among people who spend time together.
Yes, being part of a team is a great feeling.
Let's practice a dialogue. I'm asking about your weekend.
Okay, ask me.
Hey, Mike, did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything active?
Yes, on Saturday morning, I went running in the park. I'm training for a 5K race.
Wow, a race! That is impressive. Are you trying to beat a specific time?
Yes, I want to finish in under 25 minutes. Then on Sunday, I played football with some friends.
Did you win?
We did. The score was 3-1. It was a great match. Afterward, we all went for pizza.
That sounds like a perfect weekend. Active and social. What about you, Jess?
I went hiking in the mountains. The view was breathtaking. But my legs are so sore today.
Sore. That means they hurt from exercise. You need to stretch.
I know. I will do some yoga tonight to help. That dialogue used almost all of our new words. Go running, play football, match, hiking, soar, do yoga.
Listeners, talking about sports is a great way to make friends. Even if you don't play, you can talk about watching them.
Did you see the game last night? Is the most common conversation starter in the world.
So true. Let's review the grammar rules one more time.
Play plus ball or team, play football. Go plus ing, go swimming. Do plus individual or martial arts, do yoga.
And the places: pitch or field, court, course, pool, gym.
And the feelings, competitive, sore, active.
Mike, we have covered creative hobbies, part 1, and active hobbies, part 2. What if I'm just lazy?
You mean, what if I just want to relax at home?
Yes. What if my hobby is watching movies or collecting things?
We touched on collecting in part 1, but we didn't talk about entertainment and intellectual hobbies.
Ah, yes. Reading, watching TV, learning languages, board games.
Those are huge. In part 3, we will talk about indoor and intellectual hobbies, how to talk about books, movies, and learning.
I love talking about books. I'm a bookworm.
Bookworm, someone who loves to read. We will explain that in part 3.
Listeners, before you run away, here is the question of the day. Please tell us.
Welcome back to part 3. In our last episode, we were sweating on the football field and running races. But honestly, sometimes the best hobbies happen right here on the sofa.
I couldn't agree more. After all that running, I need to rest my legs. Today, we are exploring indoor and intellectual hobbies. We are talking about the worlds we visit in our minds, books, movies, and games.
This is my favorite category. Let's start with the most classic intellectual hobby, reading. Many people say, I like reading, but we need to be more specific. We need to talk about genres.
Genres. Genres. That means the type or category of the story. I love reading, but I only like stories that make my heart beat fast.
Ah, so you like thrillers or mysteries. A thriller is exciting and suspenseful. A mystery usually involves a crime or a puzzle you have to solve.
Yes, I love trying to guess who the bad guy is before the detective does. What about stories with magic, dragons, and wizards?
That is the fantasy genre, like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. And if the story has spaceships, aliens, or future technology, it is science fiction, or sci-fi for short.
What if the book is about a love story? My sister reads those all the time.
That is the romance genre. And if the book is scary and tries to frighten you,
that is horror. I don't like horror books. I get nightmares. But wait, not all books are made-up stories. What about true books?
excellent point. Made-up stories are called fiction. True stories are called nonfiction.
So a cookbook is nonfiction, a history book is nonfiction, and a book about a famous person's life?
That is a biography. If the person writes the book about their own life, it is an autobiography.
Autobiography, that's a long word. Now, how do we describe a person who reads all the time?
We call them a bookworm. B-O-O-K-W-O-R-M. It sounds a bit funny, like a little worm eating through the pages, but it is a cute nickname for a reader.
Haha, I am definitely a bookworm. When I find a really good book, I say, I couldn't put it down.
That is a great phrase. Another one is, it's a real page turner. It means you turn the pages quickly because you want to know what happens next.
Okay, let's move from pages to screens. movies, and TV shows. This is probably the most common hobby in the world right now.
True. We use the same genre words for movies: action, comedy, drama, horror, but we watch them differently now. Do you go to the cinema often?
Sometimes for a big blockbuster movie with lots of explosions, but usually I watch at home on streaming services.
Streaming services like Netflix, Disney Plus, or Amazon Prime. This has created a new hobby vocabulary word: binge watching.
Binge watching, B-I-N-G-E. That means watching many episodes of a TV show in one sitting, like watching 10 hours of a show on Sunday.
It sounds unhealthy, but it is very fun. When we talk about movies, we talk about the cast and the plot.
The cast are the actors and actresses. The plot is the story, what happens in the movie.
So you can say the cast was amazing, but the plot was a bit confusing. Or the special effects were incredible.
What if the movie makes you laugh a lot?
You can say it's hilarious. Hilarious. That means very, very funny. And if it makes you cry?
It is moving or touching. That movie was so moving, I cried at the end.
Now, let's talk about games. Not sports, but games you play indoors.
Board games like Monopoly, chess, or Scrabble. I love board game nights with my family.
Intellectual hobbies are chess. It requires strategy. You have to think ahead. It exercises your brain.
What about card games like poker or Uno?
Yes, those are very social. But the biggest gaming hobby now is video games.
I am a gamer. That is the noun for someone who plays video games as a hobby. I play on a console, like a PlayStation, and sometimes on my PC.
Do you play alone or with people?
Both. I like single-player games for the story, but I love multiplayer games to play with my friends, online. We wear headsets and talk while we play.
So it's actually a social hobby, even if you are alone in your room. That's interesting.
It connects people. Now, what about hobbies where you learn something? Intellectual hobbies.
Learning a language is a fantastic hobby, just like our listeners are doing right now.
Yes, if you are listening to this, English is your hobby. That's cool.
Other intellectual hobbies include doing puzzles, like crosswords in the newspaper or Sudoku with numbers.
I like puzzles. They're relaxing, but they keep my mind sharp. What about writing?
Yes, some people write poetry, short stories, or even a novel in their spare time. Or they keep a journal or diary.
Does listening to music count as a hobby?
It depends. If you just have music on in the background, maybe not. But if you actively listen, collect albums, or go to concerts, then yes. We call someone who loves music a music lover or an audiophile.
Audiophile? That sounds professional. Someone who cares about high-quality sound.
Let's practice a conversation about indoor hobbies. Imagine we're at a party, but we are both sitting on the sofa because we are tired.
Okay. Hi, nice party, but I'm exhausted. I would rather be at home right now.
Me too. I was just thinking about the book on my nightstand. I'm reading a gripping thriller.
Oh, really? I love thrillers. Is it a page-turner?
Definitely. I stayed up until 2 a.m. reading it last night. I literally couldn't put it down. What about you? What are you into lately?
Well, I'm not much of a reader. I'm more of a gamer. I've been playing this new strategy game on my PC. It is incredibly difficult, but very addictive.
Strategy games require a lot of patience. I prefer to switch off my brain. I usually just binge watch comedies when I have free time.
I do that too. Have you seen that new show about the talking dog? It is hilarious.
Yes, the cast is so funny. I laughed so hard I cried.
That was a great dialogue. We used so many new words. Thriller, page-turner, gamer, strategy, binge watch, comedy, hilarious, and cast.
Notice how we gave details. We didn't just say, I like games. We said, I play strategy games on my PC. Details make the conversation interesting.
You know, talking about books and movies is one of the best ways to connect with people. It shows your personality.
Absolutely. It reveals what you value. If you like documentaries, maybe you value facts. If you like fantasy, maybe you value imagination. So to recap part 3, we covered reading, genres, fiction/nonfiction, bookworm.
We covered movies and TV, streaming, binge-watching, plot, and cast.
We talked about games, board games, card games, video games, gamer, multiplayer.
And intellectual hobbies like puzzles, writing, and learning languages.
We have spent a lot of time in the house in this episode. I think I'm ready to go outside again.
Good, because in part 4, we're leaving the living room. We're going to talk about social hobbies and travel.
Travel, sightseeing, exploring, that is the ultimate hobby.
And going to museums and concerts, hobbies where you have to wear shoes.
Okay, I will put on my shoes. Listeners, here is your question of the day before we go.
Please tell us in the comments, do you prefer reading books or watching movies? And what is your favorite genre?
Are you team book or team movie? Let us know.
Thank you for joining us for part 3. We hope you have a relaxing time with your hobbies this week.
See you in part 4 for some adventures. Bye, everyone.
Almost got it. There. My suitcase is closed.
Mike, why is there a giant suitcase on the table? We're recording a podcast about habits. Are you running away?
Running away? No, Jess, I'm going on an adventure. I have my passport, my camera, and my sunscreen. I am ready to see the world.
Laughing. Well, you can't leave just yet, but honestly, your enthusiasm is perfect. We aren't talking about habits today. We are continuing our Hobbies series.
We are? So my suitcase is actually a prop?
It is a prop for today's topic. In part 3, we stayed inside with books and movies. Today, in part 4, we are leaving the house. We are talking about social hobbies, travel, and exploring.
Woohoo! That is my favorite kind of hobby. Meeting new people, seeing new places, and eating weird food. Let's do this.
Agreed. Let's start with cultural activities. These are hobbies where you go out to see art or performance. For example, visiting a museum.
Museums. Sometimes they are interesting, Jess, but sometimes I get museum legs.
Museum legs? What is that?
It is when you walk so slowly looking at old things that your legs get tired. I prefer going to an art gallery. Paintings are faster to look at.
That is a funny perspective. But yes, visiting exhibitions is a popular hobby. Another big one is the theater.
Ah, the theater. Watching a play or a musical. I enjoy going to the theater on weekends. That sounds very fancy.
It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be a local community show. But if you want loud energy, you probably prefer concerts.
Concerts! Yes, I love live music. I saw my favorite rock band last month. The atmosphere was electric.
Electric. That means full of energy and excitement. Seeing a band play live is a great experience. Do you like music festivals?
Love them. Camping in a field, listening to music for 3 days, getting muddy, it is the ultimate social hobby.
Agreed. Speaking of social, let's talk about dining out. For many people, eating at restaurants is their main hobby. We call these people foodies.
Foodie. Foodi. Someone who has a strong interest in food. I am definitely a foodie, Jess. I love trying new cuisines.
Cuisine. That means a style of cooking from a specific country or region, like Italian cuisine, Japanese cuisine, or Mexican cuisine.
And example, I'm really into spicy Thai cuisine. That's a great sentence. I love finding hidden gems.
A hidden gem. That is a restaurant or cafe that is excellent, but not many people know about it yet. It is special.
Eating is better with friends. We can say, I like socializing with friends. Or the casual version, I like hanging out.
Hanging out. We hung out at the coffee shop for hours.
Or catching up. Remember that from the daily routine episode? We caught up over dinner. It means sharing news.
Now, Mike, let's talk about the biggest, most expensive hobby of all, travel.
Travel. Going to different places. Do you prefer domestic or international travel?
Domestic means inside your own country. International means going abroad to a foreign country.
Decisive tone. I prefer international travel. I want to collect stamps in my passport. I love sightseeing.
Sightseeing, visiting the famous places in a city, like the Eiffel Tower in Paris or the Great Wall of China.
Noting that, we call those famous places landmarks or tourist attractions.
Example tone, I spent the whole day sightseeing and visiting historical landmarks.
Alternative tone, but some people don't like touristy stuff. They prefer backpacking.
Backpacking, traveling cheaply, usually carrying everything in a large backpack. Backpackers often stay in hostels.
Hostels are fun for meeting people, but they can be noisy. I prefer staying in a nice hotel or a resort.
Luxurious tone, a resort. That implies a holiday place with everything you need. Pools, restaurants, beaches. That is a relaxing vacation.
Adventure tone, but Jess, what if I want danger? What if I like adventure travel?
Excited tone, like bungee jumping or skydiving?
Maybe not that extreme. What about scuba diving? Swimming underwater with a tank to see fish?
Encouraging tone, scuba diving is magical. It's like visiting another planet. Or maybe you prefer a city break.
Defining tone, a city break. A short trip to a city, usually for a weekend. Yes, I like that. Shopping, museums, and eating.
Philosophical tone, Mike, how do we talk about why we travel? It's not just about taking photos.
Thoughtful tone. We can say, I love exploring new cultures. It makes me understand the world better.
Or, I like meeting the locals. Locals are the people who live there permanently. Meeting locals is the best way to understand a place.
Phrase tone. There is a famous saying, travel broadens the mind.
Agreed. It certainly does. It makes you more open-minded. Now, what about hobbies that involve helping people, volunteering?
Volunteering. Working for free to help others. That is a wonderful, noble hobby.
Example tone? I volunteer at the animal shelter on weekends. Or I volunteer at a soup kitchen.
Feeling tone. It is very rewarding. We learned that word in the job episode. It makes you feel good inside.
Role-play setup. Let's practice a dialogue about travel, Mike. I want to hear about your last adventure.
Okay, ask me.
Role-play tone. Welcome back, Mike. You look so tanned and happy. How was your trip? Where did you go?
It was incredible, Jess. I went to Spain for 2 weeks. It was the perfect mix of sightseeing and just chilling out.
Spain! I'm so jealous. Did you visit many famous landmarks?
Yes, I saw the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. It was absolutely breathtaking. But honestly, my favorite part was just hanging out in small cafes and trying the local cuisine.
I bet the food was amazing. You are such a foodie. Did you try paella?
Of course I ate paella by the beach, and I visited some art galleries in Madrid. The culture there is so vibrant.
Did you do any adventure activities?
No skydiving this time, but I did go hiking in the mountains. I really feel like the trip recharged my batteries.
That sounds like the perfect holiday. You must be planning your next one already.
Breaking character, happy tone. That conversation used so much great vocabulary. Sightseeing, landmarks, cuisine, foodie, vibrant, recharged batteries.
Instructional tone. Listeners, did you notice the adjectives? Instead of just saying it was good, Mike said it was breathtaking, very beautiful, and it was vibrant, full of life.
Advice tone. Strong adjectives make your English sound much better. Don't be afraid to use them.
Negative tone. And if the trip was bad, you can say it was disappointing or it was a nightmare.
Complaining tone. The hotel was dirty and the beach was crowded. Crowded means too many people. I hate crowded places.
Transitioning tone. Mike, we have covered almost everything. Creative hobbies, active sports, indoor entertainment, and now social travel.
Curious tone. Is there anything left? We have talked about so much.
Finalizing tone. There is one final piece. How to talk about starting and stopping hobbies and the deeper reasons why we do them.
Realization tone. Ah, the philosophy of hobbies. And useful phrases like take up and give up again.
Exactly. In part 5, we will do a grand review and learn some essential idioms about hobbies.
Excited tone, like it's not my cup of tea.
Yes, and others like a jack of all trades.
Excited tone, I want to be a jack of all trades. That sounds cool.
Teasing tone. We will explain what that means next time. Listeners, here is your question of the day.
Engaging tone. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now for free, where would you go and why?
Prompting tone. Tell us your dream destination in the comments. Is it a beach, a city, or a mountain?
Closing tone. Thank you for joining us for part 4. Now, Jess, help me unpack this suitcase. I am not actually going anywhere today.
Laughing. Okay, Mike, let's unpack. See you in part 5, everyone.
Bye.
Part 5. We have traveled the world, played sports, and read books. Now we need to understand the deeper meaning of hobbies.
Yes, Jess. We know what we do, but we need to explain why we do it. And we need some advanced idioms to sound like native speakers.
Let's start with the why. Why do we have hobbies? The most common reason is stress relief.
It helps me relieve stress. Or it helps me blow off steam.
Blow off steam, that is a great idiom. It means to release strong energy or anger.
After a hard day at work, I go running to blow off steam.
Another reason is creativity. It allows me to express myself.
Or simply escapism. Reading is my escape from reality.
Some people do hobbies for social connection. I joined the club to meet new people.
Now let's learn idioms for people who are good or bad at hobbies. If someone is good at many different things, we call them a jack of all trades.
A jack of all trades. He can fix cars, cook dinner, and play the guitar. He is a real jack of all trades.
The full saying is, a jack of all trades is a master of none. It means you are okay at everything, but not an expert in one thing.
But usually we just use the first part as a compliment. Now, what if you start a hobby and stop very quickly?
Then it is just a phase. I thought I liked to golf, but it was just a phase.
Or a fad, a hobby that is popular for a short time.
Fidget spinners were a fad.
If you spend too much time on a hobby, you might be a workaholic for work, or maybe just obsessed. Part 3 vocab.
Now let's talk about starting and stopping. We learned take up, start, and give up, stop.
Another phrase for stopping is to pack it in.
To pack it in. I was too tired to finish the painting, so I packed it in.
Or to call it a day. We played tennis for 3 hours. Let's call it a day.
That means let's stop for now. Very useful.
Now let's do a massive review of the whole series. We have learned so much.
Part 1 was creative. Knitting, painting, baking, collecting. We learned into, interested in, and enjoy plus ing.
Part 2 was active. Play, go, do sports. We learned pitch, court, course, and camaraderie.
Part 3 was indoor. Bookworms, binge watching, genres, sci-fi, thriller, and page turners.
Part 4 was social. Sightseeing, landmarks, cuisine, and foodies.
And here in Part 5, we learned blow off steam, jack of all trades, and call it a day.
Mike, do you feel ready to talk about any hobby in the world?
I do. I can talk about my knitting, my running, my reading, and my traveling. I am a jack of all trades of conversation.
I love that confidence. Listeners, your final task is to pick one hobby you have never tried and take it up this month.
And tell us about it. We want to see your progress.
Thank you so much for joining us on this 5-part journey. We hope you found it rewarding and fun.
Don't forget to blow off steam this weekend with a hobby you love.
This is Jess,
And this is Mike.
signing off. Goodbye.
See you next time.
Music swells and fades out.